And now it's time for the Douglas Propane Howe Bulldogs Head Coaches Show with Zack Hudson.
Coach, big win versus Bowie last Friday night. It seemed to be a lot of flags, however. Is that something the officials want to do to kind of get a grip on the early season mistakes to get those out of the way by the time of district?
Well, I think most of the flags that people see in the stands don't realize that we're offsides penalties. Whether we jumped offsides on defense, there's a lot of defensive offsides. So, that's the majority of the flags you saw. And sometimes, there was a couple personal fouls involved in that, and there's some people you play that it gets a little chippy out there, and it's hard for them to pick out exactly what to call and when to call it and everything. And so it's just one of those times that all the mistakes, the offsides penalties kind of snowballed effect and some other things that people don't realize that 80% of the penalties were just defensive offsides. So.
The big win, you got the monkey off your back, and kind of, I guess, the Pottsboro loss to Gunter. Does that make you feel any better at all, knowing that Gunter is for real?
Oh, we knew Gunter was for real. I mean, there was no doubt. They got it seems like the perfect storm happening over there right now. They got the right kids for everything they do, and nothing's going to make you feel better about a loss, I can promise you that. But it just proves how good this area is in football and how competitive it is. And so you got to show up and play every week, or things are going to happen.
Speaking of good football, Friday night you rushed for 350 yards, and when you do that, you're just about unbeatable. Talk about that.
We are. Anytime we're on the field for that long, and especially our offense, usually not a big hitting offense, so 350 yards usually comes with about 3/4 of the game with us being on offense, and that just means they have less opportunities to score. And so anytime we can stay on the field for that long on offense and rush for that many yards, and it's going to be a good night.
We'll take a quick timeout and hear from Douglas Propane.
Here in North Texas, we get ice storms, but we don't let that slow us down. We still take care of our priority customers. If we have customers that we can't reach with the large truck, we'll actually send them smaller trucks and transfer some propane out of cylinders to get them through until the ice thaws and we can get the larger vehicles in there to make a delivery.
All right, Coach, homecoming week, that's always a little bit of a cloud hanging over a head coach sometimes. Talk about that. Has there been any distractions this week?
Our school does a pretty good job. We don't make a massive issue out of it after school. And so with our practice being after school, it's not a big distraction. Most things they do are during school while they're in class, so I can't say it's a big distraction.
Munster, they're pretty good. Talk about them, and I know they had a big run last year. Not a lot of seniors. They're pretty young, but they seem to get the job done.
Well, they're real good, and they have a senior quarterback that's really, really good. And they just got off a big win against Pilot Point, and they're kind of like Gunter. They have the perfect storm going on right now. The perfect guys for what they do, and they're very well coached. And saying that, we're going to show up and play.
Offense, we're going to see a spread from them?
Yes.
Defensively, what are you going to have to do to attack them?
We're going to have to stop the quarterback. They do a lot of run-pass options, and we got to play our assignments all night. We can't get out of assignment football, and I think if we'll do that, we should have a good night. What
are you going to stress, or what have you stressed to the kids this week for the game?
Assignment football. Whether it be on the offensive line, whether it be the defense. We got to do what we do, but we got to be better at it than them. And so, as long as we'll keep that in mind and keep doing that, I think we'll be okay.
You've been listening to the Douglas Propane Howe Bulldogs Coaches Show with Zack Hudson.